Once you know how big the pie is, and only then can you start to divide up who should get what. Tennessee is an equitable distribution state, which means that the court is going to try to divide the property equitably. We know that equitably does not mean equal, but in practicality, most of the time the court's going to take a look at the estate and start its decision from a 50-50 standpoint and maybe move one way or the other depending on the statutory factors. And we will talk about some of those factors later on today. But in 9 out of 10 cases, if there is a large inequity in the distribution of the estate, whether from one party's perspective or if you had perfect information looking at the overall picture of the divorce, most of the time if there's an inequity, it's going to be the result of a failure of one party to do their homework in terms of discovery and identification, dissipation. There's going to be a misclassification of separate versus marital property, or valuation. If someone's going to lose, it's going to be because of one of those issues. Or they've attempted to divide an asset that can't be divided. You say, well, how can that be? Assets are assets. Full disclosure is full disclosure. In 2006, how can there be such a great inequity that one party is really taking advantage of another party to the tune of $100,000, $200,000 or more? The answer is a lack of discipline to focus on these few but very important components. And then finally we talk about factors for division of marital debt. What does the court look at to divide debt? There was a case a few years ago called Alford that sets that out. The court's going to look at what was the debt's purpose. It's going to look at which party incurred the debt, which party benefited from incurring the debt. Was it for the marital estate or was it for somebody's particular luxury item that they kept? And then finally, which party is best able to repay the debt. Very, very important when you're looking at the overall estate, not to just assume that it's going to be a 50-50 debt division if there's already a 50-50 asset division.